Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So, today's topic is all about supercharge your SEO with high volume keywords and best keyword research tool for SEO. So, let's dive right in. In our previous video, we covered the essential steps of the keyword research process, which includes researching target buyers, identifying industry specific topics, coming up with the keywords, prioritizing the keywords based on search volume and competition, further searching keyword for YouTube and creating the content. Today we'll take a practical example of a person or a company interested in creating a tech-related content to walk through the keyword research process. So, the first step is to thoroughly research our target buyers. We have prepared a comprehensive persona of the buyer with details such as demographics, goals, pain points, interest, habits, and online presence. You can pause the video and review it to understand the customers we are targeting. This persona reveals that our target audience has a high online presence, prefers consuming content through blogs and videos, and seeks genuine and unbiased information to advance in their careers. Social media is also a significant channel for reaching out to them. Understanding this buyer persona will guide our content creation process. Now, the next step is to identify topics relevant to the industry we work in or want to create content for. So, by focusing on these specific keywords or topics, we can establish authority and relevance in our content. In our example, since both the customer's requirement and our expertise align with the website development, we can start by searching for the head keyword website on Google. So, we can see the results over here. This shows what is website an example, what is the website, how to create a website, how do I create a free website. Then there are some tools like Wix, Weebly, WordPress. Then what are the types of website, example of websites. So basically these can be divided into two possible results: what is a website and how to build a website. These align with the buyer's journey we discussed in the previous video, covering both navigational and transactional queries. For this video, we will focus on the transactional query, building a website using WordPress. We'll be focusing on this since it is a long-tailed keyword and having high search volume. Now that we have researched the customers and selected the topic, let's move on fetching the keywords. So we'll start by using the keyword planner by Google Ads. Just write Google Ads in the search bar and click on the first option, then click on Start Now. If you are new to it, you need to sign up and set up the account. Now in the top bar you will see Tools and Settings. Click on it. Then select Keyword Planner. Then discover new keywords. Write down the topic over here. Build website using WordPress. Click on Get Results. Here you will see relevant keywords, also an option to broaden your search using these options. So you can select any of it if you find it to be relevant to your search. Now we have the keywords again. Now we can download it into an Excel by this option. Click on it and select .csv. It is getting downloaded. Let's open it now. Now we will delete the first two rows as it is not required. Also, we will delete the unnecessary columns right now. Column B and after the column H. Now let's freeze the first row. Let's also create a filter on the first row. Now let's sort the column B so that we have the highest monthly searches at the top. Now let's remove the rows where the monthly searches or the yearly searches have decreased. Now let's remove the keywords where the competition is very high. Also, let's remove the keywords where the searches is either very low or very high. Let's remove the duplicate entries if there are any. Now we can see this website WordPress, and yeah, this one has very high search volume. So let's remove this too. Now we have around 9 keywords which are having average monthly searches of 5,000 and other keywords which have average monthly searches of 500. So we can either go and choose any of these according to the expertise that we have in, and we can skip to the next step. We can also remove these medium competition keywords so that we have only good keywords with us. Now there are around 58 keywords with us. So for these keywords, we do have search volume and competition. So if we want an easier way, we can directly skip to the prioritizing the keyword part. But if we want to discover more keywords, then we can go ahead with this. So to expanding our keyword list, we'll leverage Google Trends to discover trending keywords. So we'll write the Google Trends, go to Google Trends, click on Explore, write down the topic that you have, create website using WordPress. Okay, I have 3S. Okay. Now let's go down. Here we'll see the related queries. We'll download it in the Excel file. This Excel file will also download the top keywords and the rising keywords both. Now, moving ahead with the next method, we also know from the previous video that users often use related searches and auto suggestions in the form of questions, prepositions, comparisons, and alphabets when searching. So here downwards we can see the related searches. We can use this kind of related searches for each and every questions, prepositions, and comparisons. But it will become a manual task and it will be a very hectic task. So for automating this, Google has provided us with an extension. We can use that extension. So the extension is Free Auto Suggest to Google Search Keyword SEO. Click on it and install it. Use your account to log in. Now go down, read more, and you can see how it actually works. You can go to this website to get the token. For the first time, we have to sign up, then go to Get Started, this keyword tool, and click on this API keys to get the API key. Now go to the Google Sheets and open a new spreadsheet. Now go to extensions. For the first time, it will take some time. Then go to extension again. Free Auto Suggest Google extension is here. Let's initialize the sheet for the first time. Since we want Google search sheet, so let's select the same. Let's go back to extensions and enter API token. It was copied from that website. Now here we can put the keywords for which we want the related searches and auto suggestions. I have prepared an Excel in which the questions, prepositions, and comparisons will be appended on entering the keyword one time. I have shared the link of this in the comment below. Now we'll copy the 10 keywords and paste it over here and click on Get Google Search Data. We have only pasted 10 because it has a limit of 10. Now let's copy this data and put it into Excel. Now let's copy another 10 keywords to get the related searches and auto suggestions data for that. Now we will use this index function to convert this data into a single column. Here you can see how I have replaced the data. Now drag it down to get the result. Now we can copy the data from the Google Trend sheet to the sheet. So let's copy both top keywords and rising keywords. Now we will also copy the data which we have had from the keyword planners. Copy and paste it over here. So this is the exhaustive list of keywords that we have collected from all the platforms. Once we have a list of potential keywords, we need to assess their competition and search volume. Our goal is to choose keywords with the low competition and high to medium search volume. Now let's get back to the Google Keyword Planner tool again and click on the Forecast button. Copy paste the keywords from that Excel over here and then click on Get Started. So it shows 2 keywords with error. Let's remove them. Click on Get Started again. Here we can see different filters of the location, language, and which platform do we want to search on. Also the date. Now download the Excel and format it in the same way as we have done before. Now remove the keywords having 0 estimated impressions because they will not be of any use to us. Let's delete them and let's go back to the top to see how many keywords are left. So now we have a total of 34 keywords. We can see the estimated clicks and estimated impressions. Now we have shortlisted these keywords, so either we can manually choose the relevant keywords or use our keyword planner tool to see which keywords are most frequently used and how much keywords are being covered by their usage. Now let's copy the keywords from the Excel and go to this link and paste it over here. We'll see the most frequently occurring keywords and we'll also see the combination of keywords which cover the maximum keywords being suggested by different tools. The link for this is mentioned in the description box below. Now we can just copy these keywords and get the content related to this keyword. We can also minimize the coverage percent over here so that only those keywords are shown which are having 30% coverage. Now since the keywords are finalized, let's go to ChatGPT to create the content. So we will write this prompt and will add the keywords which are being decided. I'll share this prompt in the description below. So it is giving us heading, meta description and page title. If we see that it is using the keywords which are being shortlisted. So if we see WordPress website, web hosting, so it's using it. WordPress, website, web hosting. Then further, development, best. All these keywords are being utilized in the meta description. So it will improve our chances of ranking high in the search results. Now we can also regenerate the result to have a better heading, meta description and page title. So if we like this, we can use this. So now let's go back to our Excel and see if there are some irrelevant keywords like GoDaddy and Hostinger are having very high estimated impressions, but they will not go with our keyword or topic. So like this also manually you can do some research and finalize the keywords. Apart from the meta description and title, these keywords should also be used in the page content if we are making the blogs. Now you have target keywords and it will be easy to place them, but don't force them to fit. How to fit these keywords in content body will be discussed in detail in the upcoming videos. In addition to the regular search engines, we can also conduct YouTube keyword search to optimize our video content. Now let's go to studio.youtube.com and in the analytics section, we have research column. Here we can write any topic for which we want search keywords. So we are writing create website using WordPress. Now it shows the keywords which are having a high search volume, medium search volume. So we can directly use these keywords in our title. And go to next page to see low search volume keywords also. Now we can create a filter over here, content gaps only. So it will show us the keywords which are having content gap. So there is no content gap for this topic. So let's search another topic, SEO. So it gives SEO YouTube, SEO tips and tricks. So these are having content gap and having a high search volume. Let's see what content gap is. So it is basically a way of measuring what viewers are searching for and the results they are not finding. Now we can find another filters like language, geography, etc. We can also see what our viewers are searching, and we can also save it over here. So that's all from my side. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.